This is a video about horses. There's a disturbing lack of videos about these blind box PJDs that aren't just paid sponsorships or whatever. So I'm gonna fix that. This is my Antu Centaur collection. Shout out 10 subscribers. Alright, so this is the first one I ever got. I usually buy them from Kika Goods. There's like some controversy about Kika Goods in some like circles. I don't really know why. I mean, I don't pay attention to any of that. They're just the easiest to order from, so that's why I order. So it all started with this stall as a blind box from Kika Goods. Whenever a new series comes out, I like to try to like get them blind first to see what I get, and then after that I try to get any of the ones that I actually want, basically. So this one was actually my least favorite of the series, but every time I get one of these, I always brace myself to get my least favorite because I know with my luck that's gonna happen. But she actually ended up being one of my favorites. I don't know the names for all of these, but I remember this one is called Hazy Dreams, and I think it actually is a really great name for her because, you know, she has the whole like sepia, old-timey photograph looking thing. Like, I don't know. She looks like a hazy memory. She also has like a frilly made hat. You're gonna notice a lot of these I don't have any of the accessories on because frankly they're a pain in the ass. Like a lot of them come with like shit that's just like hard to put on or stay on. Like half of them literally don't even have their tails in because there was like a problem with the first wave of these centaurs where like the tail literally just would not stay in unless you melted it into place. So yeah, this is the first one I ever got. Oh yeah, and all of these are modeled after a bigger doll from Doll Zone named Antu. It's like the initial doll was like a bigger version of this mold, and it's just like a nature spirit thing. I don't know. It takes the form of like different animals and creatures. So there you go. Next one was this one. She is falling the fuck over. I don't remember this one's. I don't know all of their names. I only really remember the names of my favorite ones. I think she is wearing all of her stuff. So this one I actually got blind again, and this was my second one. These are both from the second series. There's her tail. So yeah, she's cool. One thing about her, some of these are a little dusty. Oops. I don't know if this fucking cutting edge technology is gonna pick it up, but she has like a shine on her hair, which is honestly really great detail. I'm not a big fan of like orange color palettes. She's like a she's the one that falls over the most out of all of them. I don't know what the fuck it is. She's always falling over, and I'm very surprised she doesn't have like a shit ton of scuffs. These are kind of hard to pose. They're the easiest to pose out of like any of my blind box PGDs that I have though, because they're very like they're quadrupedal or however the fuck you pronounce that, and they're very chunky, so they generally have good balance, but it's kind of hard sometimes. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of like yellow, orange, brown kind of designs, but she is very cute. I mean, I like them all, obviously. So the next one, what was the next one I got? I think I ordered two of them. Both of these were from Kika Goods blind. And then the ones that I don't get on Kika Goods, I usually will just straight order from AliExpress. So the next one I got is actually this one. She's not wearing her original outfit. I think her name is Thought. So she was actually one of my favorites from the first series, and she tends to be one of the least popular ones because she's just not as like colorful. She kind of has like a more monochrome color scheme, but I love her heart eyes. She has like a nice like black striped dress for hers. I got this outfit for free from like a Kika Goods promotion or something, and I thought it would look cute on her. She doesn't have her tail in because she's part of the first series. Um, it's just like a clear tail, like her hooves. But yeah, I literally don't even bother with like any extra accessories for this bullshit because it's like annoying. But one cool thing is that, at least for the centaurs, and I wish that Penny's Box, which is the company that makes these, um, I wish they would do this more often. Actually, I think most people would see it as lazy, but I think it's very creative. They reuse the molds, but they just give it like a different color palette. And honestly, it's really brilliant in my opinion because the designs and the colors are so different that like when I just have them displayed in my collection, I don't perceive them as like two of the same thing. I don't perceive them as being of the same mold. They look just like completely different dolls to me, which is honestly really awesome because it's like kind of like tickles my autism a little bit. It gives me like more of a I want to have one of each of this mold, but then it also does look different enough. I just realized this. She has like a slight like gradation on her. I don't know if this phone will pick it up on her heart, which is honestly really nice. Some of these actually do have like weird, unexpected details like that. And these are like, if I had to describe them, they're basically just like Nendroids crossed with BJDs, and they are super high quality. Despite, whatever connotations you have of like Chinese bullshit. And they're all pretty cheap too. Like the ones on AliExpress will be cheaper. Kika sells them kind of at a markup. Like these two I think were both $28, and this one was like straight up 20 because she's a little, unpopular. So the next one, I think I ordered this one at the same time as this one. This one is Light Dreams. And I absolutely love this one. She doesn't come with, this one's actually probably definitely a contender for my favorite overall. She doesn't come with this faceplate. This one actually belongs to another one I have, which is actually one of the hidden dolls in the second series. All of the hidden ones for these series so far come with like a closed eye faceplate, but it's literally the perfect color for her. It matches her completely. And then she has this like sheep, thing going on, so I thought she would look cute with like the closed eye. And yeah, her outfit is just extremely adorable and detailed. And yeah, she does have her tail in as part of the second series. All of the ones in the first series, actually, though, come with this huge bow in the back. And I just don't even bother to put that on because, it's a pain in the fucking ass. I think the next one I got was this one. So this one is one of the ones that is a special edition. Every once in a while, they'll release one that's not a blind box. They're usually region specific, so I think this one was a Japan specific. Obviously, you can find them on like AliExpress or whatever. They tend to be a little bit more expensive, because you don't have like the blind box factor, so you know what you're gonna get, and like I said, they're kind of like special edition or whatever. So, she has the mold of a character from the first series named Memory that I don't have, but she shares a hair mold with her. And yeah, she just has this cute like floral dress and stuff. And I love it looks like she has like little like either one of those like I don't know what they call them. One of those like piercings with the thread coming through or like boots or something. It's really cute, and that is another one of the ones I don't have, but one of the hiddens from the first series has that on their hooves, which is really cool. And yeah, I don't have her tail in either because she was manufactured around the time of the first series, so it's kind of like annoying. And she also comes with this like bonnet thing that I also didn't bother putting on. She's definitely one of my favorites. I think her name is Sprout. The one I got next, I think, was this one. So this is from the first series. This was definitely the most popular one from the first series, and um, I paid more for her. I paid like $40 for her, as it was kind of hard to find her. I got these. I had known about them since they came out in 2023, I think, but I didn't. Or like early 2023. I didn't start getting them until like late 2023. I think by then they were already like kind of like out of print, and like all of the demand had sort of fallen into place. So I had to pay a little bit more for her, but I don't mind. Her name is Fantasy. Um, Interesting story when I got her. Her tail, unlike all the other season one centaurs, is in. And that's because I bought her on AliExpress for $40 new. But when she got to me, she didn't come new. She was used. It took them forever to ship her. But when they finally did ship her, she came to me and she had like dirt on her head, and like her dress was just kind of like vaguely dirty. It was just like off colored. And then she also had the tail in, which is really interesting because they all have tail issues, but this is in perfectly. So I think they already did the trick where like you like melt the tail in a little. I think what happened was they didn't have it in stock, and then I ordered it, and eventually they got it in stock, and they just had to like wait until they found one, and then they just shipped me a used one. But I still love her anyways, and I would have even been fine buying a used one, maybe even that in that condition for like a lower price if they just told me it was used. But it's AliExpress. You're always kind of like taking a gamble with that, I guess. She's definitely one of my favorites. This is like the most used hair mold out of pretty much the whole series. Okay, the next one I got was this one, and her name is Field. She's from the first series. She also has her tail in, but it is very like just kind of like sitting in there. It's super loose. I don't know why she has her tail in actually. I guess I just haven't moved her around recently, so I haven't bothered to get like frustrated and yank her tail out. She actually has some pretty cool like a little bit of gradation on her hair. I initially didn't want to get her because I didn't really care about like the design or color scheme. But one cool thing that they kind of stopped doing with basically all of their lines was that they used to give the characters different skin tones. So like these two are the same mold. This one is weirdly like shorter, and I don't understand why. The first one didn't seem to have height variations, and I don't know if I'm just not posing them well or if there are height variations, but this one seems so much shorter than the other ones. Um, yeah, these two share a mold, which like looking at these two, I wouldn't like even it wouldn't immediately register to me that they're the same mold. But they used to do different, a little bit of a difference in skin tones. So like this one is the white skin tone, and this is like I forget what they call it. It's some shit like caramel or something. And then this one is apricot. So you kind of have like a three different tones. But now in like every series, I think every single one of the season 2 centaurs is the white skin tone. And like I I want to say in Penny's box series total, I think they have 3 of these. This one, and then there's one from the Nature's Secret line that I'm gonna have a video on. And then there's another one, I think it's there's one where it's like some demon skater boys or something, and there's like one or two that have this skin tone in that series as well. Oh yeah, and also the School of Fancies. I think one of them has the darker skin tone. So it's like definitely less than 5 of these have this skin tone. So another thing is that she's also either as popular or just slightly behind fantasy in terms of popularity. So she is like a little bit more expensive. You'll find her for like $30 to $40. I actually found her though for like, I want to say $29 on AliExpress. So she was really cheap, and I also kind of just wanted one of the caramel skin dolls to just have for like semi completionist purposes. I'm not a completionist when it comes to collecting these things, but I do have like my own goals. So like sometimes if there's multiple different hair molds, I want to have one of each hair mold, or if there's like multiple different variations in the skin tone, I kind of want to have one of each just to kind of like have and compare. So it was basically just for like my collection compulsion reasons. The next doll I got was this one, and this is my hidden centaur. It is Good Morning, and I fell in love with this design. It's probably my favorite, honestly, might be my favorite blind box design, period. This one, I kind of precariously have all of her bullshit on her because she just looks so good with the bonnet. And then she has this little, like, I don't know what you call it, like this overskirt bullshit. I don't even have it tied in neat bows because I am very lazy. But this is like my favorite color scheme ever. I'm a sucker for like pale characters with red eyes. Bonus points if they're like if they have white hair or like some form of albino. I am crazy about those designs. She has her tail in. But yeah, she is just absolutely gorgeous to me, and that is where Light Dreams' faceplate comes from. So they all come with like an open eye and a closed eye faceplate. But her red eyes are absolutely precious, so I had to keep them on. I'm still going for hiddens. This one I think I paid like $150 for. And I considered that a good price. I can't get hiddens very often because they are super expensive for what they are. Like, realistically, this is a $20 doll. It's literally only artificial rarity that makes it that expensive. But, I took a chance. I found her on a random store on AliExpress, and I would consider 150 relatively cheap for this doll. Like, especially when they first came out. Good Morning and Good Night. The other one is Good Night, and it's like a purple black color scheme of like basically the same outfit but like a different hair mold and everything. Um, it was like good to find them for less than $200. So I jumped. I've had her for like almost a year. So I do have another hidden on the way. It is the season 1 super hidden, which is Wish, and I think that's actually the only hair mold I'm missing right now. Um, so this is the general hidden from the first season. Or the second season. I don't have the general hidden from the first season, and then if I get the general hidden from the first season, I will have the general hidden, or no, the fucking special hidden, whatever you call it, hair mold. God damn. Okay, so the next one I got was this one, and she is definitely not wearing her original outfit. But I had it somewhere near me. I guess I don't. God damn. Well, it's somewhere. I'm trying to film this all in one take if I can help it. This is not her original outfit. She has a very similar outfit to the other ones from season 1, but she has a heart with the exact same fucking stitching pattern with like the whole like bib looking thing on it and everything. It looked very similar to the outfit she already wears, but I think this is a Bonnie outfit, so it's not made for her, and I think that's part of why like the hat looks so fucking stupid. But yeah, this one I actually wasn't that interested in. Her name is Sweet Dreams. Um, I wasn't actually that interested in her, but I realized at the time that this was like the only base hair mold I was missing. And so I found her for like a decent price. Not even on AliExpress. It was from some doll server I was in, and someone was selling her. And I love buying local. Like if I can support someone who is another collector over like AliExpress or even Kika, I will do that in a heartbeat. So I bought her, and honestly, she's kind of grown on me. She's the only one that truly has like an all pink sort of look going for her, and I can appreciate that. And her hair mold is like buns in the back. It's actually kind of similar to Good Mornings, but Good Mornings are more like fully braid buns. And yeah, she doesn't have her tail in because fuck that shit. And the last one is Gorgeous Dreams from the second series. So she is Fantasy's equivalent for season 2. They definitely did an amazing job on like the dreamy hair. Like this one has like the most distracting hair out of any of them. It's super pearlescent and looks really nice. I almost didn't get this one because I loved the color scheme, and this was initially my absolute favorite from the first series besides Good Morning. Um, I don't like her outfit. I'm gonna have to find her something else, but it's very like granny-ish in a bad way, and then this part right here just looks weird because it's not on properly, and you can kind of see through her hair and like see the top of her head and everything going on inside. So I'm gonna have to like put a piece of like white paper in there or something to like distract from that. But yeah, um, latest one I've gotten. I think I'm trying to get 3 more and I'll be done. Um, I don't have. I'm not going to get all of them. There's a couple that I just don't really like that much. I don't really like Neon from the first season, and I don't really like Memory from the first season. And from the second season, I don't like. It's called like Eccentric Dreams or something. It's just like a worse version of this. And then there's one that's like Lovely Dreams, I think, and it's just some like Mickey Mouse shit. Not Mickey Mouse, like a Minnie Mouse esque pattern, and I don't really care for like the color scheme. I don't know. So, the ones I'm looking for though are like another special release that had fantasy hair mold that was like winter themed, and she's like bright red. I think her name is like Heartbeat or something. And then there's another one I'm looking for that's the general hidden from the first series, which would be the one that has Good Morning's hair mold. She's like a purple black nurse outfit looking character, and then I need Good Night, which after that I will consider my Centaur collection complete for now, although I'll still be missing some. So I'm going to film a couple other videos for some of my other Antu collection. Um, if you can't tell, Antu is my favorite blind box BJD series, and pretty much mainly what I collect. So, peace